And we are back here. We're making adjustments. They pulled a change in the starting line, which can happen. You can change. You just got to have it something in the book at the 10-minute mark. And a little bit different starting lineup than I was told. Ray wearing 00, then Weatherly, Georgia Weatherly wearing number 11. 32 is their big girl, Caitlin Eubanks. And let's see, the change, I believe, in the lineup was number 20, Camille Burnett. Our normal starting lineup, they control the tip and a breakaway here, going to the hole and fouled on the first one. Looks like Caitlin Gill will pick up that foul. Is Thornton.
Yeah, and if you're Sacred Heart right now, that's not what you want to do in the opening play of the game, get into foul trouble. I think that will be a key contributor, a key point that Fayette Academy is going to try to expose in this game.
Absolutely. First one is good. Second one, shot it, got it. So 2 free throws for Thornton. Gives her team a 2-0 lead, and they go into a full court press. Malia Hughes breaks it. Pulls up 15-footer off the glass and iron. Rebound comes down to Lizzie Ray, who is their leading scorer. Goes into the corner to Annie Thornton. We get the rebound. 7:12 left, and we'll give the time and score a little more than we normally do because on a YouTube broadcast without 3 up off the rim. Green had a field day yesterday with those threes. She'll warm up me at the. I bet she hits the next one.
Yeah, we had to call the fire department yesterday.
Absolutely.
The Nets were on fire.
She was on fire. Played a great floor game, too. Player-to-player defense against a 1-4 low with Lizzie Ray driving, gives to Eubanks, her left-handed hook. And on a switch, looks like the foul is going to be on Brianna Green.
I believe that's Caitlin Gill.
Was it Caitlin Gill got it?
So, yeah, but that's a great roll by Eubanks right there, and even better dish from the point guard.
First shot up and good, and they are very good from the free throw line. We should have told you that earlier. This is the leading rebounder, and she gets both of those. It's a 4-0 game. They'll go into their press. And this time it's more of a man press with someone on the ball. They get it in the middle side. Here's your break, but we got trapped, and that's like an extra defender. We'll get the ball back. And I know 2 of the 3 officials were 2 long-time and very fine officials. Pete Norville, Skip Jones. Skip Jones played at Bolivar Industrial, and then Jackson State and Union University. Pete played at Lambeth, played up in Crockett County. Here's Malia Hughes, one drive, gets cut off. There's Caitlin Gill. Hughes sets her offense. And we're a little more deliberate tonight than we were last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put us on our feet early.
Running one-hander up and in. That is Green.
That's a great floater and a good little move by Brianna Green right there. Just rising above the defense and using her hands to really get that one in.
Yeah, they'll get us for the hand on there. These are good officials, and like last night, those were good officials. The Memphis young men were used to a more physical style of play where they put their whistles in their pockets sometimes. But this is the proper calls. Third team foul on us. DeRay inside. They go into Moore. Her shot no good. Tipped around off the iron. They rebound. Eubanks had it. Got it stripped. Emily Gill comes up with it. 4-2 is your score at the 5:50 mark in the first quarter. And there's a reach foul, and they will call this crew's going to call that one. And if you read your rule book, it is the proper call. Emily Gill to be the trigger person. They match up on the ball. Pressure defense. There's Hughes. Hughes going to drive. Her shot no good. Rebound. Ray got the outlet, and she wanted to bring it. They post Eubanks up. Kevin McHale move. Left-handed layup. No good. Rebound belongs to Fayette Academy. There is the drive. It dances, falls off the rim. Veda Johnson's got the rebound.
That's a great physical rebound by Veda Johnson right there. Just boxing out really well. And she's got a challenge tonight versus Eubanks, so very good.
Just a little out of range with the three-pointer. And it looks like Coach Brandon Bradford wants to get a timeout. Not a high-scoring game. We're almost 3-4 minutes into it. Blake, what are your thoughts on that?
I would definitely. It doesn't look like it right now, but I would look for Brianna Green right now. If she's on fire like she was last game, if she's still got the touch, then I'd feed her the ball. Obviously, I would try some pick and rolls with Malia Hughes and Veda Johnson. That's my takeaways for second half. Now for Fayette Academy, I would look for Eubanks more. Give Veda Johnson a challenge. Put her in foul trouble, because if you get Veda Johnson out, who's going to guard her?
You're right.
So
and
that's my takeaway.
Good strategy. We're going to have to start calling you Coach Blake.
Coach, you know more about basketball than I do.
You're getting better all the time, and that's what a good color man does. They had a high screen, didn't use it. This is Ray on the dribble handoff. That was Burnett handling the ball inside Eubanks, and it looks like it's going to be a foul. And we may have to, I know we like to play behind Eubanks, but we may have to start fronting Eubanks. Now Skip gave the signal for Green. Our fourth team foul. Eubanks' first shot up. She left that a little short.
I do like what Burnett did right there. She went to that little block on the side and let Eubanks roll to the rim.
You're right, 3 for 4. Now let's see what kind of press they're going to use. A 2-2-1. Some people call it box press, middle, then back side, then back to the middle. Here's Hughes splitting it, and she's very good at that. Gets it off to Caitlin Gill. Caitlin thought about it, but said maybe somebody else has a better shot.
Yeah, that's a very unselfish play by Gill right there.
Yeah. They're playing a version of man-to-man that's much like the pack defense that they play at the University of Virginia. Texas Tech plays it with more pressure than Virginia does, but it's hard to drive. They try to take all the driving gaps away from you. Here's the three-point shot up off the iron. Rebound, Emily Gill. She'll go to the hole with it. It comes off the glass. It's rebounded by Moore. They get it quickly into the forecourt and into Eubanks, and they are listening to you. They're taking it to us inside right now.
Maybe I jinxed us.
Well, I don't think you did. If the good coaches will do that, and that's our first team foul. That's Veda's first foul. And Eubanks is 3 for 4 at the line. She'll be back for 2 more. Now she's 4 for 5. Sub coming in. And that looks like number 11. That is Georgia Weatherly coming in. Second shot up, and did you see her start kind of moving towards the basket, threw her shot off. We get the rebound, though, and that's what's important. Now we need some points. We're only trailing by 4. There's the dribble handoff. Little dribble weave outside. We had to pick it up. Good defense that time. Here's the shot. Hughes shot just off to the left. Rebound Johnson. Her hook shot trickled over the back of the rim.
Yeah, she was sinking those yesterday, but after she got in the flow of it, but she'll get in the flow of it.
Shot by Ray, and I'm going to tell you what, that came from downtown Jackson. Her first points. It's a 9-2 lead at the 3:33 mark in the first quarter.
Yeah, and if you're Sacred Heart right now, even though you want to put the pressure on Eubanks, you do not want to leave any shooters open. Shooters like Ray will make you regret that decision.
Here's Hughes on the drive, the kick out. Caitlin Gill shot up, high arcing shot goes in. That is a 2. It is a 2, but a very nice shot by Caitlin Gill. 9-4. There you go. Look, now that I could even make a case that Eubanks might be whole. That's not Eubanks, whoever that was, but that's Eubanks putting it up. The young lady that posted up a minute ago, did you see the arm wrapped around? Mm-hmm. That's a version of holding. But you got to try to get around her to get that call. 11-4. Here's Hughes. She dropped it. She had her eye on that basket. I believe she would have hit it. And picking it up, looks like she's going to get fouled when they try to strip her of the basketball.
Yeah, and if you're Malia Hughes right now, this is exactly what you want. You want to, right now, the foul game's not even, but if you can get Fayette to draw a few fouls on you, you can get a whole bunch of free throws.
Absolutely. Good point. Here is Gill. Gill up, her shot off the back of the iron. Rebound, that time by Thornton. And they come quickly into the forecourt. This is a tough girls region because you got teams like USJ, Tipton, Rosemark. This is a good ball club also, and they know how to use that post player.
You also got Trinity, who's a reigning state champion.
Yes, they have a fine ball club and getting that experience because they're very young, too.
And I believe JCS has got a good girls program, too.
They are much improved over last year. Vader will have to sit down. She's got 2 fouls, and this is just in the first quarter.
Ooh.
Makes us a much shorter team. Let's see if Green or Gill will take her, and it'll be that one missed. So no old-fashioned three-point play or an and one. 2:19 to go here in the first quarter of play. 13-4. 2-2-1 press being employed, and it looks like Coach Dotson wants a timeout, and he's going to talk to him, 1, about handling the ball, 2, about post defense, 2. Post defense is so important, Blake.
Especially in this game when you're going against a player like Eubanks who just imposes her height onto you.
Yeah, and Eubanks is a very experienced player. She's a 11th grader or a junior if you prefer that, and does quite well, gets good position. And Brendan Bradford does a good job just like Charles Dotson does, and both of them have good assistants. And again, now they change presses. This will be a 1-2-1-1, and they try to match up out of it. Get the ball in the middle now. The press breaks down. This is what Hughes is good at. Nice pass by Hughes. Nice layup, and Green on the board, and we've got 6 now. Green with 4 of those. Into the lane, Eubanks. She'll go over the hole. Her shot missed. Good defense by Brianna Green. The little bump that she gave her, it wasn't a foul, but it kind of checks and throws the rhythm off a little bit.
That was also great defense by Brianna Green as received a shot from Hughes right there. Just keeping the hands up, trying not to draw any fouls.
Long pass, and this time they beat us down the floor, and that was Thornton with her, I believe, 4th points of the night. Yes, it is, because she had 2 free throws. We get it to Hughes, 15-6 with 1:34 in the first quarter, running one-hander a little hard off the glass. They get the rebound. This is Burnett with it. Burnett, the long pass, and they kick out from Eubanks to Ray. Ray's shot comes off the back of the iron, and there is Emily Gill. Blankenship, this is Cassandra Blankenship. She can hit that 3. That one didn't fall, though, and Ray gets the rebound. Skip pass across to Weatherly. Weatherly into the post, kick out. This is Burnett from 3. Her shot no good. Eubanks skies with Veda not in there. She's the tallest and the longest player. She's having a big first quarter. 17-6 your score, 43 seconds.
I love that defense from Sacred Heart right there. Even though she got the point, they made her work for it. Easy buckets.
Coach is going to tell them, when you block out, that's great, but you got to finish the job by jumping because of the Eubanks, let's be honest, has a height advantage right now. 23 seconds. Hughes looks at the 3. Looks good. It is good downtown. And that is Hughes' first points of the contest. 17-9, 13 seconds. Ball going inside to Eubanks. There's that Kevin McHale move, and she scores again, and I've run out of spaces. In my book, 2 seconds, 1 second will not inbound it. There's no violation at the end of 1 period of play. It is Fayette Academy 19. The Lady Knights of Sacred Heart 9. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here. Of play. In the first quarter, Malia Hughes had 3, Caitlin Gill had 2, and Brianna Green had 4 for our total of 9 points. 19 points for Fayette Academy, 3 for Lizzie Ray, and it looks like Caitlin Eubanks, I've got to add on her, she had a ton of points. Thornton was the other one that scored, and let's get those. She had 8 from the field, and 1, 2, 3, 4 from the free throw line. So she had a big quarter, 12 points. Now let's see if we can get. Now, you ready? We're still having to say something, Blake. We got to test him.
Test.
There we go. We got it. Yes, it is better. We want y'all to hear Blake. He's very insightful, and this is not our normal broadcast through the computer that we usually use. 3-pointer up, no good. Get the rebound by Gill, and she gives to Hughes, who wants to wheel and deal. She's quick with those hands. Over to Emily Gill. Down to Caitlin Gill in the corner, and they'll try to trap her, but she gets out of it. It wasn't a hard trap, but they thought about trapping her. Looks like we're going against a 2-3 zone. Well, let's see if we... And I think foul, well, they count it. Okay, it will be an and one, and I could not see the right hand indicating who the foul was on. Could you see that one, Blake?
I did not, but I'm going to assume it is on Ray right there.
There we go, and Hughes completes the old-fashioned three-point play, in modern terms, the and one. Now there we had a mix-up, and we left Thornton open for her 6-point.
Yeah, I like this offense Fayette Academy's running right now. A whole lot of movement in the post, a whole lot of cutting.
They knock it away, but we get it back. Brianna Green had NBA 3 by Hughes. She had the range. Actually, it was a little strong. And we get the ball knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that's great physical play by Caitlin Gill right there, knocking it out of Ray's hand and just knocking it off her.
And we run the cross play out of the box. Gets it into Emily Gill to Cassandra Blankenship, round the horn to Caitlin Gill. We get the rebound. And give it to Hughes. I hate to call Cassandra Little Blankenship because she's really, her and her sister are very close inside. We missed the three. They come down with it, and that's Thornton. Annie Thornton's had some good rebounds in this game for them. We've got a turn to ankle. Eubanks going up and scoring, and we'll have to have a timeout. And I hope I'm right. I'd really be an ankle than and she is grabbing the ankle. Looks like, Blake.
Yeah, just a little. It looks like just a little twist. I think she had this 2 games ago or last. I don't quite remember, but she was back on the court playing.
And remember, our bench is a little thin right now.
Yeah, it's very thin right now. We only have one sub today because Blankenship's still hurt, and Yarbrough, who tore ACL at the start of the season, is not going to be able to play. That's all we have.
So, when everybody's healthy, we've got a 7-man rotation. We're down to 6, and right now, for a little while, hopefully this is one that a good tape job will help, and she can still play because right now we can't sub anybody in.
No, we only have 5 players right now.
Now, the good thing is we started the game. You have to start with 5, but you can play with less than 5. And here's a good inbound pass. They went man that time, and I guarantee me, Leah Hughes, unless they trap her, will break this thing down. 3-pointer up, off the back, didn't hit the iron, but it's knocked out of bounds by Fayette Academy.
Yeah, that one had the right angle, and she had the opening. Just, that's her first shot of the game.
She's all muscled up on that one. We screen across, try to get in. Hughes at the 4 count, throws it in. Beta Johnson back in. She's playing with 2 fouls. She's got to be very careful. Here's Hughes. Hughes running one-hander, just trickles off the iron. They've got the rebound. They are pushing it. This is Thornton, I believe. Eubanks with the rebound. Beta having to be careful. Eubanks has got 16 in the contest. And now they match up, go man-to-man press. Get it knocked away. And that one knocked away by Grantham, who wears number 13. Eubanks is coming out. And let's see. Moore has come back in, wearing number 35. There was one more sub, and we'll pick her up.
I like this press Fayette Academy's playing, just smothering the Sacred Heart offense right now, not letting them cross half court.
There's a basket up and in by Grantham, picking up her first points of the contest. She comes to trap. We get it out of there. We throw to Johnson. Johnson's layup rolls over the rim and in for her first points of the game, and we needed to break their scoring.
Yeah, that's what happens when you break the press. You get down court, and it's a 2-on-1 situation for Sacred Heart.
Hill with the rebound, and Veda kept those hands up that time like a 7-11 stick up. Here's the shot. New shot left, a little short, a lot of body contact. And with the good effort, Veda Johnson knocks it off of Fayette Academy play.
Yeah, Veda Johnson showing no quit. Everyone on Fayette Academy saw the ball go out and was like, okay, that would be out of bounds. That would be our ball. And Veda Johnson just came out of nowhere and just swatted at them and said, nope, it's mine.
Okay, we took the right shot. We missed it, but great of Hughes to spot Blankenship open over there. Hughes wants to drive. Now they're putting the ball on her, and that's obstructing. Now they've got a person on the run out, and they'll get. This will be an easy two, and the person wasn't snowboarding. They were running out because they thought that they had the ball anyway. Here's Emily Gill. There's a reach-in foul, and that looks like Georgia Weatherly, who is their leading steal person. Fourth team foul. I believe it's her first. It goes to Hughes. Now they start to double team Hughes. Now they recover and run back. A form of a running jump or a running trap. Sometimes they're not really jumping at first. There was a little indecision on whether to trap or jump. There is that patented running one-hander. And this is Hughes. She's got 5 in this quarter and 3 and 5, 8 for the game, doing a little adding. A steal, but it comes by the great effort of Emily Gill. And again, very smart play by Malia Hughes.
Yeah, Malia Hughes just knew her situation right there and just bumped it off the Fayette defender. Couldn't really do anything, no passing outlet, just smart play by Malia Hughes.
Now, these are little things that a couple of years ago we weren't doing. And guess what? Everybody's back but Emily Gill.
Dalton's really improved.
That pass got blocked. Looks like more on the. She takes it herself and goes coast to coast for her first points. Back to the matchup press. Now once they get it back to Hughes, the press kind of breaks down. Hughes going to take it in deep, running one-hander up and good.
She kind of switched hands on that little play right there, if you didn't see.
10 points for the night, having a big second quarter. Hughes, we trail 31-18. Make that 34-18, and Weatherly wore that one out from outside. 3:18 to go in the first, or actually the second quarter play. There's Emily Gill with a great hustle play, tips it, and they'll get 20. That'll be Burnett for a foul. That'll be the 5th team foul. Camille Burnett, a 10th grader. It'll be side inbounded. And let's see, they back the defense up just a little bit. They're trying to keep it away, but they don't from Hughes. You saw 13 try to get into the passing lane then. Nice pass, bounce pass, up. Shot just missing. A little off on our threes. Maybe we shot too many threes last night.
Yeah, might have sent the wrong message right there with last night's performance.
That was a nice drive by Thornton. Up and in. She's got 8 on the contest. They get it back to Hughes. They'll go to trap her. They knock it away. Ball on the ground. Sandra Blankenship wrestling with a player. We have the possession arrow, we being Sacred Heart Lady Knights. 2:40 to go here in the first half. It's 36-18. We have not held the lead this afternoon, Blake, which usually at some point we usually hold the lead. They got, even after a slow start by both teams, they jumped out first.
Yeah, and a part of it has been this Fayette Academy press, just not allowing any room to breathe for the Sacred Heart offense.
Hughes will go to the free throw line. And I said that, and I could be wrong. Could just be the 6th foul, and it is. It's down on the baseline.
(36-18), 2:28 left to go. For our views back at home, we don't have a scoreboard this game, unfortunately. Paul Schultz could not make it today.
Well, it takes that other computer to do that. Nice hook. It's going to go in. I was about to say that, and I know sometimes I call the shots a little early. 4th point for Veda Johnson, the freshman. who had, we're going to go ahead and call it 9 blocks last night. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that was a great performance last night defensively and offensively from Veda Johnson.
Caitlin Gill with a big steal, and you can see the tape going on over there. I think they're taping eyes to it, so we won't see Brianna Green for a while. That takes some of the offense away. Shot missed. Rebound fought for by Caitlin Gill. Out to Blankenship to Hughes, right at the old-timers call it the spiking line. It's the 3-meter line. 3 up, 3 down. Emily Gill. She's got her first points. It's 36-23 with a minute 38 to go in the second quarter.
That was a good play call by Malia Hughes and Veda Johnson, who helped set up that off-screen 3 by Caitlin Gill.
Veda did a good job with the 7-11 stick-up then. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. She didn't swipe down. Now they're trying to get her to body foul, and I know the strategy. Now Gill may have to give her some help.
And Veda's not used to this type of game. She's used to just denying everybody in the paint with how many blocks she's averaging, but she's adjusted well, as we see right there, putting up the 7-11 stick-up.
And got help from Hughes. This is good team basketball. Ray, the leading scorer, her shot no good. Eubanks got the rebound to Ray, back over, and they feed inside to Moore. Moore wants to go. She leaves it a little short, comes off, but I think got her own rebound and will kick it out. Shot no good. Rebound kicked back out, and it goes out of bounds, and we get the basketball. And I have let Abby Ray, and my apologies to Abby, come into the ball game without recognizing that she had come in. She's a 10th grader for Fayette Academy. 53 seconds, Blake, and then we can go back and regroup. We trail by 13. Hughes, the running one-hander. A little short, gets her own rebound. She wants to go up again. They'll call a jump ball, and the possession arrow says Fayette Academy. Will they hold it for one, or will they get, if we give them an opening, will they go for it? With 45 seconds. That's a good thought. Think about that. Do you hold it for one if you're coaching?
I think they hold it and then try and get something at the end.
Well, they probably will, but Ray is such a good shooter normally. This time we came over to help, and unselfishly, Eubanks kicked it over to Abby Ray for her first points. Crossover, Caitlin Gill. She thought she had Emily open. Emily was cutting, and good idea, just a little miscommunication. Yeah, 19 seconds.
That was a great idea right there by Caitlin Gill, but unfortunately, just a victim of the cut right there.
And there's the shot. We're playing it as best we can without fouling Eubanks. We make them kick it back out with 5 seconds. Ray will probably crank it up, but it goes off of the defender's foot. They got time, and it is no good. And that shot would have been called good had she gotten it off. 38-23, your score at halftime. We're going to take a small timeout, and then we'll come back and give you some stats and talk about this contest. And welcome back to Sacred Heart. We're at halftime with about 4:05 left in the halftime. Neither team has made a reappearance. Blake Biggs, Coach Joe Holloway here. Blake, some quick thoughts before we give the scoring for the first half.
For Fayette Academy right now, what I would do is I just keep playing physical basketball, try and get Sacred Heart into foul trouble. They don't have any subs, so, might as well add some fuel to the fire. But for Sacred Heart right now, I would try and play through Malia Hughes and Veda Johnson, try and get Caitlin Gill and Emily Gill open for some shots, and possibly Cassandra Blankenship. She can shoot too, but she's been a little off today. I try not to play too much physical basketball. Just put your hands up, no fouls, none of that stuff. So other than that, it's a great effort by both teams.
And we don't want to get in a running contest. And let's see, this is not a good sign. They are carrying Brianna Green out. That means the ice, yes, I can see it now, is still on her foot. and I don't think we'll see her for the rest of this contest. I first thought they were taping it, but then I saw them taping the ice bag on there.
Oh.
And that's good precaution, keep it from swelling, further damage, and you don't want it to fill up with a lot of fluid and stuff. It takes longer for it to circulate out, and we'll get a shot of her sitting on the bench because they'll have it propped up when we start playing. And now it's up to the Fab Five, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah, the Fab Five: Cassandra Blankenship, Veda Johnson, the Gill sisters, and Malia Hughes to the show. So,
tell you what, let's get some scoring. And for the Fayette Academy team, who had a very good effort in the first half, they have 38 points. Lizzie Ray, their top scorer, only with 3, but boy, she knocked that 3 down earlier. Georgia Weatherly with 3. And Caitlin Eubanks, the big scorer for them, was 16. Abby Ray with 2. Megan Grantham with 2. Camille Burnett with 2. I have Ann Thornton with 8. And we have Emmy Moore with 2. And those are all unofficial stats. The official stats are kept over there at the table. For us, Malia Hughes has 10. Caitlin Gill 2. Brianna Green had 4 before getting hurt. Emily Gill 3, and Veda Johnson 4, for our total of 23 points. And rebounding has hurt us some, though, Blake, because they have a size advantage.
Yeah, they definitely do, and it doesn't help that Veda Johnson already has 2 fouls, right?
She has 2, and she has to be careful. Did a great job of what I call 7-11 stick-up defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten into much foul trouble as of recently, but yeah, the size advantage is really hurting us, especially with Veda Johnson in foul trouble. So we'll see where this Lady Knights team can go.
Right. I don't know the third official, Blake, but I'd love to ask. I would put my money on Skip Jones, but after the game, I'm going to ask Pete Norville who would win a game of horse, he or Skip Jones. Now, both of them played college basketball, and both were very good high school players. But we're ready for action. Sacred Heart with the basketball. Malia Hughes has got it. She looks over the defense, and she's going to check it out, see if it's man zone. Drives, pass knocked away and picked up by the Fayette Academy Lady Vikings. Nice tip pass. It's saved by Eubanks, and they want to go back inside, but they don't. It's like Thornton driving. Nice hook pass. They'll lay it up. She's got 18 on the contest. Annie Thornton gets the assist. Here's the press. And there'll be a foul, and it's probably on Emmy Moore. Mm-hmm. Emmy Moore. That'll be.
I like that aggressiveness though from Emmy Moore, just trying to cut off that pass lane, but just a little too late on that one right there.
Absolutely. Full court man press, ball inbounded, but we get it to Hughes, and that's good. Now the jumper, she gives it off to Gill, but Gill's return pass stolen, picked up by Thornton. Gill comes and makes a great effort, but unfortunately hit the...
Her foot was out of bounds.
Yeah, it was out of bounds, and Ray will inbound it for the Lady Vikings. And looking at that foot, and when we get a timeout or something, we'll get a shot of that foot. But here we go. Okay, we got no backside help now. Again, you have to help on that, and they tried to clear us out where there was no backside help. Here's a nice pass off to Gill. She gets her shot blocked. They, being the Lady Vikings, pick it up, and it'll be returned to Lizzie Ray to bring it across the timeline. Burnett on one wing, Thornton on the other. Here's Ray driving. We switch. Gill had it, does get it, and they're going to say, bless her heart, she's had a tough time. And unfortunately, the referee's in her way, but he is, as we've learned, part of the court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but her foot was just barely out of bounds. Yeah. She struggled with that as of recently, but she'll get it together.
Yeah. There's the driving left-handed layup, knocked away from Eubanks, but looks like Moore got it back. They're going to get her for an offensive foul, and I tell you what, Fayette Academy fans don't disagree with referee Norville. He had the best look of any of us, and the coach even acknowledged that it was the proper call. Into Gill, back to Hughes, and that time they might have got away with a reach foul, but that's okay. It's still well called in a judgment game. We missed the running one-hander, and they got the rebound. Ray ahead, trying to hit Camille Burnett, and that one goes out of bounds. Belongs to Sacred Heart. Got them running, and that's what we don't want them to.
Yeah, they're running down our throats right now, or down our backs. Not good. But if I'm Sacred Heart right now, I'd try and get Malia Hughes running more. I like those little drive-in layups that she does.
Absolutely. You can see the little scrum over there in the corner. Looks like the possession arrow says, but we've got a timeout. We'll see what they do with the basketball when we come out of this timeout. It's 42-23, 6:18 to go. And Blake, anytime, because I'm used to working with, our screenshot clock and stuff. If I fail within 3 trips to give the score and the time, we probably need to interject that into there.
Right.
Trying to do the best thing for our fans. And this one will be archived on YouTube. We love it when y'all can watch the live streams on the Facebook page of Sacred Heart High School. And we also have interviews with different people. We'll have some teachers. And Brother Blake's going to conduct one of these interviews here in the very near future.
Very near future. I don't know who we'll be with or what we'll talk about. But, the time will come for that.
It will come.
Well, and we hope all our viewers are here to see that interview.
They will be. We've got a good audience. Thank all of them. Thank Victory Honda for their participation in bringing you these contests. Across the Blankenship. She looked for some help. Gets it to Hughes across the timeline at the 6:06 mark. Hughes goes to the hole. Running one-hander is blocked by Eubanks. Eubanks gives it off to Burnett, and she did a little T-Bear shuffle right there. With the feet.
Just shuffling the feet a little bit right there, but I love that defense from, I believe that was Hughes or Blankenship Gardner right there, but great transition defense.
People ask me about when I say T-Berry shuffle. There was a gum called T-Berry gum. Here's a nice shot by here. And you heard me say nice shot before it got there. It was 12 points for Hughes. And it's 42-26 at the 5:47 and counting mark. High screen for Ray. She gives it off to Thornton. Thornton wants to go into Eubanks. Eubanks looking, crosses over, stops, kick out. Our defense now, we had some help in the lane then. We had it clogged up, and Eubanks had nowhere to go. They turned it over. We get the ball back. And the way you get back in a game is you cut into it one possession at a time. You're not going to get it all back on one play.
Yeah, if I'm Sacred Heart right now, I'm not rushing anything. Just play your brand of basketball.
Hughes 3, partially down, rimmed out. Rebound to Moore. Moore kicks it out to Ray. Ray to Eubanks. And Eubanks, as a post player, runs the floor well, has 6 in the quarter, 22 in the contest. There's the trap, and Cassandra's having trouble getting the ball out of that trap. And did she throw it off of him, get the angle? The referee says no. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting call right there.
Now they go 1-4, and they use the slide-up method by one of the inside players. Blankenship picks it off, though. She's coming down the floor. Hughes, NBA 3, 30 feet out, or 28, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fayette Academy. That's a long shot, and Malia's got good range.
Yeah,
it hits the front of the iron, a little more oomph on it, or knee bend, it goes in.
Yeah, she's one of the most talented shooters on our team.
Lob to Johnson. Johnson goes up quick. Didn't get her elbow under, but that's the right way. You got to go up on that play pretty quick. Sprinting down the floor is Moore, and there'll be a blocking foul on Blankenship. And Emmy Moore took it all the way to the hole, and we'll try the N1 or the old-fashioned 3.
Yeah, there's not much Blankenship could do in that situation. Moore was just running to the rack, and all Blankenship could do was hopefully foul her.
And shot it, got it, her 5th point. 20-point lead at 46-26, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Here's the pass back across to Gill. Gill started to get a pass going, and it got blocked and picked off. Eubanks didn't want that shot right at the line. Skip pass across to Thornton. Thornton, and they'll get Emily Gill. And they show you the push or give you the block sign. She got her with the knee, which she was trying to move, but they got to step past us. And that should be Emily's first foul, and I am correct. Into Eubanks. She likes to go to her left on that crossover. Moore left it short. Eubanks got the rebound, and Veda may have picked up her 3rd foul. And she did at the 4:17 mark, and that is an item. I would have loved to have seen her got through this quarter with only the 2 fouls. Eubanks' first shot up and no good. Eubanks now 4 for 7, make it 5 for 8 from the free throw line. 48-28, 4:17. Inbounded Caitlin Gill. We'll go back to Emily Gill. Emily lost that one. Goes in, ties it back up. Possession arrow, though. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Oops, they're going to call the foul.
Oh, no. That's not what you want to see right now for Sacred Heart. But I do like the physical effort right there by Caitlin Gill. Just trying to get that ball back.
14 fouls on Sacred Heart, 2 on Fayette Academy. We give it a 2-3 look. I'm sure we'll match back up out of it. We cut off the short pass on the block, but Moore gets away. And Veda went up in the air, and you really almost got to stay down on the ground to
now that'll be her 4th, right?
According to my stats, that is her 4th, 15th foul, and let's hope I'm wrong. It is her 4th. The scoreboard confirms it. First one, shot it, got it. Emmy Moore at the line. Moore tries this one, comes off the back of the iron, but Caitlin Eubanks with the rebound. Nice matchup. Caitlin Gill having a good battle out front, and Emily Gill intercepts the pass and is pivoting, gets it to Hughes. Now they trap Hughes, and there's not a lot of room to go there. She gets it across, and we got to hustle or we're going to get a 10-second violation. And it gets knocked away. They get the possession of it into Eubanks. Eubanks right-handed hook layup. That's her 9th point of the quarter, 25th of the game. 3:21 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Sacred Heart has struggled with this all game, just getting the ball past court against this Fayette Academy press.
Yeah, the press has hurt us, and we get a pass quickly across to Caitlin Gill. She lays it up. Now, that was nice. We executed quite well.
If we can do that more, we can get back in this game.
Gill's 4th point. We're now at 3 minutes in the 3rd quarter, 51-28. Here's a 3-point shot up. 3-point shot down, and that is by Abby Ray wearing number 4.
And that's another thing Fayette Academy can really do. They can really stretch the ball out on you if you jam the post.
And there's a steal and up and in by Ann Thornton for her 10th point of the contest. Press really taking its toll now. We have no substitution. We got it in the middle. Good place to get it. Cassandra Blankenship brings it across. Picks it up, feeds low to Vader. Vader's shot goes up. Missed, but rebound. And that looked like Caitlin Gill, and I believe she's going to go to the free throw line for an N1.
I do like that second effort by Gill right there, though.
Basket good, 3rd team foul, and I believe the foul was on 35 more. Shot rolls around, falls in, makes it 56-29. Gill has 5 in the quarter, 7 in the contest. Still in the 3rd quarter. Feeding low. She wants to spin, and that will be Veda's 5th foul if that happens. And that is 5, and now we play with 4. And see, the basket was good, and
throwing up the 5, I believe.
Skip's trying to tell him, but Skip doesn't know, and the officials don't know that we don't have a substitute. We'll have to play with 4. And we'll see if we can go to the box formation. Completes a 3-point play in big quarter for Caitlin Eubanks. Hughes drives. She was fouled, though, and that's the reason somebody on the other side wanted to walk. No, she got fouled before there was a walk. It's on the floor, only 3 team fouls, so it was on the floor. We will have to inbound it if it's on the floor. Now they're talking about it. and they're counting people. They've only got 4 people. It's a shame I can't go down and help the officials, Blake.
Yeah, but we got a great.
And they're doing a great job, but they didn't realize it. Sitting up here, I got a chance to think about things.
I'll give them credit.
Like
They've called a very clean game.
Oh yeah, it's been equal. Nobody can complain. 3-point shot misses, and Fayette Academy with the rebound. Cross to Ray. This is the younger Ray. Her shot off, misses, and goes out of bounds. It should belong to Sacred Heart. And Coach will have a timeout and talk to his kids a little bit. We'll remind you that we've got Sacred Heart basketball on Tuesday night. I believe USJ comes calling. And then Friday night we get to make the trip, an interesting trip to Tipton Rosemark Academy.
Millington, Tennessee, I believe.
Yes, on the outskirts of it.
On the outskirts.
There's an area that's called Rosemark, and then Tipton, of course, is the county.
And Tipton Rosemark.
Yeah,
that's pretty unique.
And I'll get to see an old friend of mine. Shannon O'Brien's the head football coach over there. Bobby Baker is their headmaster, just like Dr. Ann Kale is our principal here. Bobby used to coach volleyball at Ripley High School and then became an administrator. And when he got his 30-year service, then went to Tipton Rosemark. So a lot of good people at that school too. And this is good. They took the press off, and it looks like they'll probably go 2-3 zone. Let's see if they match it. No, they matched. They'll play probably 4-man, man-to-man, 1-man zone. And there is the shot. And I can tell you what they're doing now. They are practicing either a 1-3 and dog or a box and dog. We'll see how they set up. There's the inside shot. Hook layup missed. Blankenship with the rebound. 59-31 your score. 1:19 to go in the fourth. That one is blocked by Eubanks. We hustle after it, and we'll get the basketball on the baseline. Blake, if I can see it back out front again, I think they're playing a 4-man zone and 1-man man-to-man on Malia Hughes. And we'll check it out and see if that's happening. That is what's happening. Shot a little short, and it should belong to Fayette Academy. And they'll run a sub in. And new young lady coming in, number 14, that's Lainey Rarick. Rarick is in.
She's in for Eubanks, who's played an incredible game so far.
I would say we've seen the last of Eubanks at 51-39 and 5-on-4. And you can play that way. You just have to start the game with 5. Ray gets it stolen by Malia Hughes. Hughes takes it to the hole, throws the left hand. That is nice. Good fundamental left-handed layup for Malia Hughes, her 14th point. 59-33, 41 seconds. Here comes Emily Gill. She picks up the deflection. 31 seconds. Hughes starts to shoot the 3. Gill, nice, unselfish play, trying to get it to her teammate. And that time, Megan Grantham was in the passing lane to knock it away. 24.5 seconds left. Into Hughes with 22 seconds left. Caitlin Gill offers a screen. It's used, but they switch on it. There's the ball knocked away, and that is Rarick on the coverage there. And we'll have to pick up and see if they've changed defensive back, because with Eubanks out of the ball game, they may no longer be playing what some people call a dog defense or a box and one, a diamond and one. Showing 2-3 zone right now, and that's probably what they've gone back to. There's the pass. We weren't sure, but thank goodness Malia, but time runs out. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, Fayette Academy 59, Sacred Heart of Jesus High School 33. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the final quarter. And we are ready for final quarter action. You're going to get some bonus coverage here. Here's Blake Biggs, who will do some play-by-play for part of this quarter. It's all yours, Blake.
Oh, thank you, Coach. Here's this great pass down to Grantham. knocked away by Sacred Heart. That is off Gill, I believe. Caitlin Gill. Now, Sacred Heart only playing with 4 players right now. If you missed the last quarter, Veda Johnson fouled out, and Brianna Green got hurt. So that leaves us with no subs. Here's Malia Hughes at the point. Patched down to Blankenship. Guarded by Graham. Excuse me, that's Rarick. Here's Malia Hughes to the rack. Miss, rebound. Batted out by Hughes to Gill. Gill out to her sister, Caitlin Gill, Emily Gill. Gill drives in with a floater, misses, rebounded, battled for, and here's a timeout by Dotson and company for Sacred Heart. 33-59, 7:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. What have you seen in the Sacred Heart team that you like right now, Coach?
Well, that they haven't quit. Even with 4 players, they're playing hard, and this is something that you don't always get to practice a whole lot on, and you're limited what you can do. You usually go to either a 1-2-1, which is a diamond formation. You can go to a box. It hurts you on offense because that means they've got a free man to play defense with. But we're still trying to execute, and as you can see, Coach Dotson is still teaching over here. He's not fussing. He's not yelling. The other night in a city I used to live in, I got a call from a parent of a school that I had just advised some a couple of years ago, and they were all upset because the coach was yelling and screaming, and this is what I like. Charles Dotson is behind 59-33. He's teaching and coaching and encouraging those young players.
No screaming.
We're going to improve because of things like that.
Yeah, Dotson's brought this basketball team from the ground up. He's the reason we are 5-3 right now.
Yeah.
He is the reason why we had our best start in Lady Knights basketball history. Here's Gill. She's guarded tightly on the perimeter. Back out to her sister Gill, to Hughes. Hughes drives in, gets the foul, and that'll be a shooting foul. I believe that is on either Grantham or Caitlin Cannon. Do not hold me to that, though.
I'm going to help you out. I believe Grantham got that one. That would be Megan Grantham, who wears number 13.
Here's Hughes on that miss, just left it a little short. She usually averages around 75% on the free throw on the season.
Straight enough to go in. You were right. There it is.
She gets the second one down. 34-59 with 6:15 left to go in this ball game.
Now I'll point this out that we are pressing with 4 people, and I like it. Look at our kids have not quit.
No quitting this team. Grantham passes down to that's Rarick. Goes out of bounds. That will be Sacred Heart ball. Gill inbounds to Hughes, who will play with a presumed point. Hughes guarded by Grantham. Drives in a little bit. Fakes it out. Screen by Gill. Drives in. No call. And that's rebounded by Fayette Academy. That's Abby Ray, the 10th grader, with the rebound. And they call a travel on, that is Caitlin Cannon right there. Shuffle the feet just a little bit. And just try to, what's it called? What do you say, Coach? You,
well, there's all kinds of others. Take a walk on the boardwalk. You can do the T-Berry shuffle.
Yeah, the T-Berry shuffle, I meant to say.
And we're playing with a running clock also.
Here's Gill running the offense. Little handoff to Hughes, intercepted by Grantham. Pass down to, that is Hannah Logan on the bucket right there, with Grantham with the assist. Great little pass down from Grantham. Here's Gill. And that will go off a Blankenship right there. Or no, it will still remain with Sacred Heart. Here's Malia Hughes who drives in. She is fouled by Grantham.
And the score 61-34, 4:31 and counting. Notice the running clock even at this. It'll be inbounded on the baseline because it's on the floor foul.
Hughes to rebound. That's to Gill. Gill puts up a 3. Rebounded by Fayette Academy. It's Logan on the floor. Cannon to Logan. Logan drives in. Ball stolen away by Malia Hughes right there. Malia Hughes looking down court, looking to start something. Pass down to Gill in the block. Pass out to Cassandra Blankenship, and she sinks that. 37-61 with 3:50 left to go in the fourth.
Now, was that a 2 or a 3? Because I was looking down, Blake.
I believe that was a 3.
Okay, a 3. We'll get that recorded duly. 61-37, and Blake gets back running again, the clock.
Here's Cannon. Pass down to Grantham. Down the post to, I believe that's Logan. Stolen away by Gill. Gill looking to Gill. Gill puts it up. Rebounded by the other Gill. Don't get it confused. And Gill's down on the ground. Looks like she'll be A-okay.
That's a tough young lady right there.
Yeah, she really plays with her heart. She plays her heart out. She leaves nothing left on the court. Now here's Hughes to the other Gill, Caitlin Gill. Gill puts it up. Rebound by Fayette Academy. That's Grantham on that. Guarded by Gill. Grantham drives in, gets it stolen away, and I believe that will be a foul on either Cassandra Blankenship or Gill.
It's on 2. That is on Blankenship.
Blankenship.
And shouldn't be on the floor. It should be 1-1.
But they're calling it on the floor.
Well, even though it was 17 foul.
Okay.
Should be the 17 foul.
As of right now, it's 6 according to the scoreboard. Oh, sorry.
Now, I make mistakes on my scoreboard, but I'm pretty good at that. We'll have a second shot.
Now, if you're Coach Walker for Fayette Academy, what are you saying to your team right now, Coach?
Well, we got to stick to the fundamentals, and let's run our offenses and play our game, and we just don't press and rub it in.
Yeah. I think it's a very that was a very sportsmanlike move to take the press off. After the fourth.
And with Eubanks out, she has 28 on the night.
Hughes to the line, makes her first free throw good. 38-62, running clock with 1:45 left to go in the game.
And I believe that is 14 points for Hughes right there.
And that will make this a 40-62 game. 22 points separated by these squads with 1:30 left to go in the game. Here's Grantham. Pass down to, I believe that is Lainey Warwick. I'm sorry if I messed that name up. I apologize. I did not get a pronunciation on that before. But here's Hughes down the perimeter. She shoots it up, misses. Rebound by Fayette Academy. Here's Cannon to bring it up.
We got the younger players for Fayette Academy in there now.
And I believe that is not Cannon. Excuse me. That is Ray, Abby Ray, younger sister to, I believe, Lizzie Ray. And that is Abby Ray right there on the three-point shot, making it a 67-39 game with 40 seconds left to play. Here's Hughes at the point. Down to Sandra Blankenship. Gill drives in. Switched her hand and put that in for another 2. It's 41-67 with 25 left to play. Here's Ray. Ray drives in. Almost got the foul, but couldn't get it. And that ball will go out of bounds. That will remain Sacred Heart ball. 10 seconds left in this ball game, and it is all said and done. Sacred Heart drops to 5-4, or 5-4, I believe, and Fayette Academy goes up to 8-2. Here's Blankenship with the last shot, and that'll do it.
Final score, 67-41. We're going to do a quick wrap-up and remind everybody this game will be on YouTube. We'll be back here Tuesday night with USJ. Friday night we travel to Tipton Rosemark, and the final score is 67-41. Let's give you the scoring very quickly for the Lady Vikings. Lizzie Ray had 3. Georgia Weatherly 3. Caitlin Eubanks 28. Abby Ray 8. Megan Grantham had 3. And Camille Burnett with 2. 10 points for Ann Thornton. 6 for Emmy Moore. 2 for Rarick and 2 for Logan, and that should be a total of 67. Remember, these are unofficial stats. for the Lady Knights, who hustled the whole night. 15 points for Hughes, Malia Hughes, with a great effort, and she has to handle the ball a lot and logs a lot of time. Great effort by her. Caitlin Gill improves every time out. She had 7. Brianna Green, who got her ankle hurt and spent the rest of the game with ice on it, had 4 early points, those in the first quarter, and we didn't have her much of the rest of the game. Emily Gill, another hustling night, had 5. Beta Johnson, 4, and below her normal totals, but they did foul out, unfortunately. And Cassandra Blankenship had a big 3. Blake, your final thoughts on this contest?
Great fight by the Lady Knights right here. Coming in the game with 6 players, leaving with 4. Not a bad effort by one of the best teams in the district. Fayette Academy, you know, they're a tall team. They can rebound, they can shoot, they can really do everything under in terms of basketball. Now, for Sacred Heart, I definitely do think they need to rest a little bit. They're coming off. This is back-to-back games for them.
Back-to-back games. That's hard.
Yeah, that's really hard. They came off a great win and obviously a tough loss against a really, really hard opponent. But I love the effort. I love how nobody gets frustrated. Like you said, cool heads win tight ball games. Even though this one wasn't tight, everyone was pretty composed with this game. Nobody got frustrated. We usually see that out of teams that we play that usually are down pretty big, and we were down pretty big. But we just kept hustling, kept running down court, kept rebounding, kept boxing out. I'm really impressed with this effort by Sacred Heart. Now for Fayette Academy, I would keep playing Ray and Eubanks. Those are going to be 2 very special players. Right?
They really are. They're a well-coached team. They're doing a good job. Brandon Bradford, and of course, like I said, Dave Beaver, a very good friend of mine, is one of the assistants. And of course, we're well coached. I thought the coaching staff handled that well. A little concerned, and of course, we'll have a report on Tuesday on the injury to Brianna Green. And Blake, I guess we need to thank the administrations of both schools, and of course the coaching staffs for their help with rosters, etc., like that. And again, because that is Zach Henson. I got it right. Zach, we appreciate you, son, more than you know, running the camera today. And Zach hopefully will be with us some during the season. Blake, you did good. And remember, and one of the English teachers would be all over me for saying did good. You know, that's not the proper way. I hope none of them hear it. There will be a couple of games where Blake will do the play-by-play because we have Freed Hardeman commitments before we signed on next year. Of course, I can tell you this. If you like the broadcast right now, they will be 200% better next year. Believe it or not, the graphics, there'll be more graphics. There'll be probably headshots of player stuff. Paul Schwartz and Worthy Road Studios, wherever they do things. Paul's at Union today, and we do Freed Hardeman, we do several other schools, but we also do Sacred Heart basketball, and who knows, we may do some other sport. Coach John Barlow, who's AD, also has a great baseball team. They really are a good team. We got 8-man football. I want to do an 8-man football game.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot going, and you know, if it wasn't for COVID, I'd tell you to come and visit the great academics here at Sacred Heart. But
you can still visit.
Well, we want to limit it, though, and we don't want to expose everybody. We've done well with handling the COVID here at Sacred Heart. But, again, thank Victory Honda. Please go by and tell them you appreciate the broadcast here at Sacred Heart. And there are other people that we will point out to you. But it's time to say thanks for your time. This time till next time. Good day, all.